Hi, this is Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in beautiful San Diego, California, where we actually are having a pretty nice day today. I'm looking out my window. That's what I love about where I put my desk. I can see out my window and see what it's like out. And but we're going to be going into another heat wave in a few days, so buckle up, everybody. We're back into summer. So hopefully everybody's doing really well. Tell me where you're watching me from. Anyway, so I've got a whole bunch of new things to show you and talk about, but I'm not seeing anybody on yet, so I'm going to just keep talking for a minute. I'm still teaching at the Oasis in Rancho Bernardo. This is kind of a senior center, and on October 10th, I'm going to be doing Halloween treat containers. In fact, let me show you one. Oh, here's one. Here's one that we're going to be doing. Isn't that cute? So you can put whatever you want, oops, in there. It'll hold at least a couple of Ghirardelli squares or something like that, but I think that's so cute with the potions and spells stamp set. And then also, I've got a class coming up on October 20th, and we're going to do Christmas cards because that's what everybody voted for yesterday when I had my class. So if you are around, please let me know if you'd like to do that class. This is one of the cards that we're going to be doing using the Round We Go stamp set. This is one that we're actually going to be using today, Peaceful Seasons. This is like a must-have because of all this, and I'll show you some other tags and stuff. So this class is going to be, like I said, here on October 20th, or you can get it in the mail too for an extra $10 to send it to you. The class is $30. It comes with a package of the Regal Distressed Patterns. It has this white one and the red one and a pretty peacock one. And then also hi Becky, I'm not sure who else is on because it's not telling me, but hi Becky. Anyway, and I'm hoping that we can get some more of these cherry cobbler and pearl adhesives. They're supposed to come in next week, so it's going to be cutting it short, and if they come in, we're going to be getting those. If not, we'll substitute something else for the class. Also, this Saturday is World Card Making Day, the 5th. Hey, Linda, good to see you. And anybody can sign up on StampinUp.com for a free online class for an hour. It's just from 2 to 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So in California, that's 1 to 2 our time. And it's just a free online class we're going to be using. It looks like ephemera packs and those really cool cards and envelopes, matching ones. World Card, and other thing exciting starting, two things real exciting starting tomorrow. Number one, all the kits collections are going to be on sale, some up to 30% off. I haven't seen what's on sale for how much, but check on StampinUp.com tomorrow. Just go to the kits and you'll see everything for the whole month of October is going to be on sale. Kits are always buy them while you can. So if they run out, sometimes they bring them back, sometimes they don't. So tomorrow would be a good day to go on and check. Other things starting tomorrow is a wonderful sign-up bonus. And I always tell everybody this is a great time to kind of dip your toes in to see if you would want to stay on as a demonstrator. If you don't, you just say hello, goodbye. But instead of $99 for $125 worth of product, it's $99 for $155 worth of product starting tomorrow. And I did the math because shipping is free on this also. So, you know, that extra $30 worth of product is also shipping free. So if you bought $155 worth of product, it would cost you normally in California, you know, where I live with my sales tax, it would cost you $185. If you buy it with this, it'll cost you $106. So you're saving almost half, 40%. Can't do that anywhere else. It's the only time you can do that. And if you want to stay on and buy $300 worth of product in 3 months, then you stay on. If you don't, bye-bye, come back again. Oh, looking at my color wheel. This is another thing that as a demonstrator, I mean, one of the things I love about being a demonstrator is we get to buy and see new product free. Starting tomorrow, you can order a color wheel. I believe everybody can, but it might just be for demos next month, but I believe everybody can. So we got these color wheels at our convention, and they modified them a little bit, and they're bringing them out for everybody to buy. I don't know how much they'll be. My guess would be somewhere between $5 and $10. They took out, this one includes all of the in colors. The new one's not going to have the in colors, so it'll just be the basic things, but they did add in also the basic beige, which wasn't on ours, and it shows you on the back kind of how to use it. So it's very cool. It's kind of like what's in the annual catalog, but it's a useful thing. And I'm going to write this down so I remember this next time, and I'll check on the dates on you. Also, if you sign up, starting tomorrow, demonstrators have access to new online exclusives that the rest of you will see in November. And we know one of them is a whole suite of Valentine's Day gorgeous paper. And, oh, hey, Flossie. Flossie's watching on her lunch hour probably. So that's really exciting, and you can put that in your sign up basket if you want to sign up. Save the date. Write this down. November 16th. If you're in San Diego, that's going to be the date of my holiday card buffet. So if you look really closely back here, see all these little boxes, and there's a whole pile of them right here. These are boxes for our Christmas card buffet. I usually have about 15 to 20 different cards that you can make, and you be able to make as many as you want, but at least 8 of them everybody makes. And so that is just a really fun day of just being here 3 or 4 hours and making cards. And if you can't be here, I will be, Flossie's saying, hey there. I will be sharing the PDF. If you guys want that, it'll be able to buy that. Hey Diane, so you came to make a card, right? So let me put you down for a sec. That was a lot of info for the day. This is going to be kind of a something old, something new card for us today. So hopefully, let me just readjust that. Is that a little better? Everybody has seen this Fragrant forest before. This is not a new one. I think it's in the catalog, or it could just have gone to online exclusive. And it's one of those big stamps. So I have mine on a, what is this, F block, I think, whatever the biggest block is. But if you have a glass mat, I'm going to show you how you can even just use it on the glass mat, because both of these are just really large. And this, Falling Snow, is in the new mini catalog. So we're going to use both of these. This is going to be a mashup of both of them, and it is going to look like this. So I don't know, I'm going to hold this up because I'm not so sure how well you can see the snow on here. But it is such, I'm going to get even closer, such a cool effect because I embossed the snow on here. Can you see that? It's not real sparkly or anything. I mean, these iridescent gems are really sparkly, but it's a very cool effect. All right, so we're starting with a piece that's 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 of basic beige. And we are going to stamp it. I gotta see which is right side up. There we go. With the Fragrant Forest in Shaded Spruce. Becky says, so cool. Hey, Diane. All right, so with these any big stamp, I like to stamp it this way. Lay it flat on here and stamp around. It's real easy then to see what you got and what you didn't do. Now, this is my way. I think I learned this from Janet Wakeland about how to do this with one of these really huge stamps. And that is to keep it flat like this, and then just lay that on here. Bring in some copy paper or, you know, one of your graph papers, and just rub it all around. Make sure you really get a good job. See how, I don't know if you can see this, there's a little bit of ink around the edges because this isn't a full whole card front, so you can see that you're pressing hard enough on that. And then just lift it straight off. There we go. It's so pretty. So you can see I missed a couple little spots on there, but in the long run, it doesn't end up hurting anything. I'm just looking for a place to put this where I won't stick my hand in it, because it's still a little gooey. All right, and then while I let that dry, we are going to stamp, I think, the little sentiment. And this comes from both the sentiment and the die comes from the Peaceful Seasons set. And like I said, this is one of my favorite sets because I love all of these little sentiment pieces there, and all these ones fit in them. And then I showed you on the card that we're going to do for our next class, see this big Christmas? That's on here too, both the background and the words. So, and you know, the words on here all fit in with that. So that's a really cool set. So we're going to stamp the one that says Peace and Joy in our shaded spruce also. And I just love stamping on this mat because even though this is a photopolymer stamp, it still stamps perfectly on here, even without the mat underneath. Okay, and now I also cut this in shaded spruce, and I love the way how you can layer it like that, one on top of the other. So let's get that all ready to go too. The reason I'm doing this all now is I do want to let that dry a little bit. Before we do our magic on top. Okay, so the magic of this is we are going to actually take the Falling Snow stamp set and we are going to emboss in white on top of it. And I'm going to do something I haven't done before, which is I'm going to use my glass mat as basically a block because I don't have two of those big blocks, but my glass mat is holding this really, really steady also. So let's just give a quick with our embossing buddy, and then we're going to, oops, just getting my embossing powder ready to go. All right, so we're gonna stamp all over in Versamark. I don't know, you guys, we have something similar to this in a embossing folder, and I've heard multiple different how people use it. Like, see how there's the snow is further apart on the what I'm calling the top. I've seen other people put that on the bottom. I don't know the right way for that, but here we go again with putting that on top, bringing over our paper, rubbing it. This, idea for this came out of I wanted to use this Fragrant forest and not forget about it from last year, because I made some really pretty cards with it last year. Like, it really is nice to emboss it also. But I wanted to do something different, and I decided I wanted to have snow on here. And I thought, well, what are ways I can put snow on the trees? And I thought, well, we used to have this puff paint stuff that we don't have anymore. And we used to have, you know, I was thinking I could use the embossing paste. But then I decided that probably was going to be a mess, because I wanted to do it for my class or for my buffet. And I thought, oh, I don't want to get my fingers on here. Let's use our tweezers. Nope, that didn't work so well either. Okay, fingers it is. That's just white embossing powder. You're going to hear my heat gun in a second because it needs to warm up. Anyway, I was trying to think of something I could do that would look like snow. And that's when I came up with, I wonder what happens, because I had yet to use this this stamp yet, if I use the snow from this on here. Sorry about the noise. And when I started doing it, I was like, oh, this is it. This is so pretty. It's such a cool effect. Because you get the snow even on the, what I call the little paths here. Can you see it? I'll pick it up in a second when this side kind of dries. I'm not going to burn myself. Alright, so hopefully you can see it now as it starts to snow in my forest. And you can kind of play around with, you know, do you like more snow, less snow? You know, towards the bottom, you've definitely got more snow. If your paper starts to warp a little bit, do some heating on the back side of it. And that'll kind of send it going the opposite direction. I think this probably looks better in person. I haven't photographed it yet. I'm hoping that, you know, I'm going to put this and all the information on my blog, which is what I do, you know, in the evening after I do any of my Facebook Lives. Hold on a second, I'm just trying to get a good look to see if I got everything. And it'll have measurements and everything, and I'll try to get some better pictures of it. But hopefully you can see now the difference that the snow makes. All right, so let's just finish this off. Oh, I have an inside sentiment too. So we just got a piece of thick basic white, our usual 8.5 by 5.5, and scored at 4 1/4. I do want to do the inside sentiment. I actually like to do the inside sentiment first before I do anything else, because that way, if anything goes wrong, you can always just turn it inside out and cover it up and nobody knows. So what does this say? It says, wishing you all the things that warm your heart and lift your spirits. I really like that this is kind of a non-denominational, hey Lisa, saying here that anybody could use on any holiday card. In fact, you could just not even be a holiday card and have that work. Okay, so we're going to put this on a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 of the shaded spruce, because the paper got a little warped from all that spraying, you do want to make sure you get a good amount of glue on there. And hold it in place and make sure it's gonna, oops, I see a corner up here that I didn't get that I just kind of wiped off. Well, after we're done, I'll go back and try to fix that. And then we've got some of this shaded spruce satin and sheer ribbon, it's called. And we're just gonna tie it around here. Now my group has now told me they hate tying bows, so we're going with just tying knots, because anybody can tie a knot, right? We got knots down. Right over left, left over right, right? Everybody knows that little trick. Now, I don't have special ribbon shears, which means sometimes I have to do this a second time because I did not get a good cut there. I think I need your husband, Linda. Linda has a lovely husband who can sharpen things. And I think my scissors need a little sharpening. All right, so let's get this onto our, it's funny how you turn it over and you can see where it's, now you can see where it's a little crooked. A little underneath that ribbon. And now onto our card base. And then we're going to get a couple of dimensionals on here. Now when I have a ribbon like this, I like to put the dimensionals where I know they're going to be on top and bottom of that ribbon because they don't stick really well to the ribbon. I mean, they do stick on there, but this way it helps kind of hold that ribbon in place too. And then we've got these really sparkly iridescent faceted gems. These, I believe, are from the annual catalog. And I just thought they were perfect because they just pick up that sparkle in the, you know, it makes kind of more snow sparkling basically. A little bit of sparkly snow. Where did I put these before? Anywhere I want, right? So isn't that cool? I just love the way that that snow just adds to the effect of the forest there. Yeah, I mean, this winter card you could even kind of use as a thank you note. You could use for winter birthdays. So really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. And, you know, it's not too hard to do these big F-size ones, especially if you have that glass mat. And if you don't, you need to get that. So let me put you back up for a sec. If you came in late, go back to the beginning and watch, because there's a whole bunch of stuff starting October 1st that I talked about. Hopefully I got it all. And thank you, Becky. And I will see you guys next Monday at 1 o'clock Pacific time, and we'll make another card. Thanks, everybody. Bye.